Genius. Good morning and welcome to the recess meeting of the Desoto County Board of Education. If you will please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and hope y'all all made it through that line of thunderstorms you came through earlier. Tough. Need to approve the agenda. Mr. Usman, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the agenda.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Hussle, your superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, our board has TSI, ATSI, and CSI information in your board packet. I want to bring that to your attention. And we have one special recognition today that we're excited about. At the same time, it's bittersweet moment because we have a retirement that we will be recognizing one of our principals. And I'll ask Ms. Amanda Samples, our assistant superintendent, please come forward to introduce our principal.
So good morning.
Good morning.
After 27 years of dedicated service and education, Dr. Float is retiring. Throughout his career, he served in a variety of roles across several DeSoto County schools, including South Haven Middle School, DeSoto Central Middle School, Olive Branch Middle School, Lake Cormorant High School, and finally Hernando Middle School. One of Dr. Float's greatest sources of pride is seeing his former students thrive. Many have gone on to become lawyers, professional athletes, nurses, teachers, principals, and leaders in countless other fields. We are grateful for Dr. Float's steadfast commitment to students, staff, and the broader school community. We wish him all the best as he begins this next chapter of life.
I just want to say I'm blessed to have spent the majority of my career in DeSoto County. I can say every school I've worked at's been awesome. Never had a boss I didn't like. And that's been a blessing. And I want to thank my wife. A lot of nights when I was out at ball games and stuff, she was home taking care of the children. My wife's been a star teacher 5 times. And not only is she a star teacher, she's a star wife and a star mother. So I like to give a lot of credit to her. So thank y'all for everything.
All right, congratulations. Appreciate you. Mr. Chairman, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Great, thanks. Mr. Hughes, you have an attorney's report.
Yeah, we have one personnel contract matter that needs to be discussed in executive session, so I'll hold it to the end.
Need to approve the minutes of the June 5th special call budget hearing as well as the June 5th board meeting. Do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Before we move to approve the consent agenda, again, thank you, Ms. Elder, as well as all the other administrative staff for getting us the appropriate information that we need to make very informed decisions. And so we're very thankful for that. Thankful for the work that y'all do. With that said, I need to approve the consent agenda, items A through VV. Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the consent agenda.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. New business, Mr. Williams. So you have it all today.
Do it all.
Fiscal year 2025-2026 budget approval.
Yes, sir. We're requesting approval or requesting the board to approve the FY 25-26 budget as presented at the June 5th budget hearing.
Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the FY 25-26 budget that was presented at the June 5th board meeting.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, bids for brand-specific educational Apple products.
Yes, sir. Bids were open on May 16th for the purchase of brand-specific educational Apple products for the district due to the fact that Apple Inc. is the only vendor that Desoto County Schools is legally allowed to purchase Apple brand items from. It's my recommendation that the bid from Apple Incorporated be accepted.
Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the bid from Apple Incorporated for the brand-specific educational Apple products.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, contractual agreement with Apple Inc.
Yes, sir. Seeking permission from the board to enter into a contractual agreement with Apple for brand-specific educational Apple products.
Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve entering into a contractual agreement with Apple for the brand-specific educational Apple products.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, request for emergency purchase impact fire services, plant maintenance.
Yes, sir. In your packet is a letter from Plant Maintenance regarding an emergency purchase with Impact Fire Services for the old Hernando High campus. We had lightning damage that dictated an emergency purchase. We're requesting that the emergency purchase is approved so that the district can pay the vendor for services.
Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the request for the emergency purchase by plant maintenance.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, request to purchase a vehicle.
Yes, sir. In your packet is an application to purchase a new vehicle, which will be used as a driver's ed vehicle. The vendor is on the state contract, and the vehicle has been budgeted for.
Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the request to purchase the vehicle.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, statement of revenues and expenditures for April 2025.
Yes, sir. Revenue collection through April, general funds are $328,492,042, which continues to run 5% higher than the FY 24 revenues. The general fund expenditures through April are $254,115,430, which continues to trend 6% higher than FY 24 expenditure.
Thank you. Mr. Usher, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the statement of revenue and expenditures for April 2025.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, combined balance sheet of April 2025.
And so the fund balance for all general funds is $245,236,047, which is up 21% over FY 24.
Mr. Usleton, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the combined balance sheet for April 2025.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, statement of cash flow for April 2025.
Yes, so the April cash balance for district maintenance is $243,042,290, which is 85% of the cash balance for all funding standing currently.
Mr. Usleton, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the statement of cash flow for April 2025.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, certification of bank reconciliations of April 2025.
Yes, sir, all bank statements have been reconciled.
And you personally did that, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Mr. Usleton, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve the certification of bank reconciliations for April 2025.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Mr. Williams, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams, personnel.
Yes, sir. This personnel package for today, pages 1 through 5 will be recommendation. Pages 6 through 11 will be personnel changes. Page 12 is a memo requesting two $3,500 supplements for teachers to sponsor the DCS Future Civic Leaders Program. Page 13 is 2025-2026 licensed classified employee recommendations. Pages 14 through 16 will be a memo and a resume to request an expert citizen's license. Page 17 is a memo requesting approval of ready-to-learn coaching positions for 2 elementary schools. Page 18 will be a memo requesting approval for ready-to-learn coaching positions for 2 middle schools. Page 19 is a memo requesting approval of a $5,000 supplement for SYLC facilitators. Page 20 is a memo requesting to approve a $100 stipend to all new teachers who attend New Teacher Academy. Page 21 will be a memo requesting to reclassify a full-time maintenance position at Lewisburg Middle School. Page 22 is a memo requesting approval of a $100 stipend for all new EL teachers to attend EL-specific training. Page 23 is a memo from the Director of Special Education requesting compensation for sign language interpreters. Page 24 through 27 will be a memo and a job description from the Director of Special Education requesting to reclassify the Special Education Financial Supervisor to Assistant Financial Manager. Pages 28 through 47 will be pay scales. Page 48 is a memo for the 25-26 part-time employee list. Pages 49 through 50 will be new job descriptions for language intervention coaches. Pages 51 through 52 is a request for additional pay for teachers to serve on the new teacher leadership team. Pages 53 through 54 is a request for additional pay for all high school counselors to work up to 80 additional hours outside their normal contract days. Pages 55 through 56 is a request for additional pay for all middle school counselors to work up to 40 additional hours. Pages 57 through 58 is a request for additional pay for all lead high school counselors to work up to 200 additional hours. Page 59 is a request for additional pay for Horn Lake High School teachers to work up to 300 additional hours to create professional development materials. Pages 60 through 63 is a request for additional pay for teachers to work on new teacher content summer committees. Pages 64 through 65 is a request for additional pay for middle school teachers to work on teacher-led professional development. Pages 66 through 67 is a request for additional pay for transportation workers to work the summer reading program. And I'm gonna stop and take a vote on the personnel items that have been presented.
Mr. Usleton, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve pages 1 through 67 as presented.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Williams.
It's the remaining two items. I have page 68, which is a job change for Mackenzie Riley, teacher at Lewisburg Middle School. And page 69 is a recommendation for Mackenzie Riley to become a ready to learn coach.
Mr. Usleton, hearing those, what is your recommendation?
Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board to approve personnel as presented, pages 68 and 69.
Hearing that recommendation, do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Chase, do we have any residency appeals?
Yes, we got one residency situation to be discussed in executive session.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Cressman, do we have any discipline matters?
Chairman, we do have discipline matters to discuss.
Thank you, sir. I need a motion, consideration of closed session to determine whether the board would enter into executive session for the following matters: residency appeal, student discipline matters, and personnel contract matter. Do I have a motion?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Mr. Chase will come back and inform whether we stay in executive session.